So this was the dumb trick I used to do in school. I want to see if anybody else can do it. So you take this hand and you go clockwise, and you take this other hand and you go counterclockwise, and then you do it at the same time. I can even switch it, but a lot of people are going to try it and go like this and be like, I'm doing it, but you're not. It's got to go different ways, and it's cool because it activates both hemispheres of your brain. So yeah, duet this. Let me see your attempts. Arrow, you want the handcuffs?
Yeah.
You want them?
Yeah.
Where are the handcuffs at?
There.
That's a Cheeto. Where are the handcuffs at?
No.
You want the handcuffs?
Yeah.
Get them. Here you go. They're all yours. Where are the handcuffs? It's out of sight, out of mind. He loses interest. Okay, Cruz. Which one has more water?
Both of them.
They're the same? Same amount of water? Okay, so they're the same amount of water. But if I take this one, now which one has more water?
The green one.
This one? Why?
This one's not the same amount. This one.
Not the same amount? Okay, that makes sense.
Both of them are not.
So if I take this container now, the green one has more water, but if I pour it in here, now which one has more water? Why?
Because it's little, or
Because it's little. If you earned $100,000 a day since the day Christ was born till now, you still wouldn't be as rich as Jeff Bezos. We actually know how to make car doors silent when you shut them, but it freaks people out and makes them think it's still open, which means that every car door sound was engineered to sound that way. Nike's famous slogan, "Just Do It," was actually inspired by the last words of a murderer on death row. Your favorite song is probably your favorite song not because you have like amazing musical taste, but because you associate it with an emotional event. Bilingual people, your decisions are going to be more rational if you think them through in another language. Humans have the tendency to think of themselves as above average in any number of traits: looks, intelligence, driving ability, but statistically we can all agree that we can't all be above average. And yet, when given a poll, more than half the population will think that they're better than the rest. I'm getting a lot of comments saying like, oh my god, this is only
not
JAYUS.
JAYUS.
Like, read the fucking name. I'm not
Only
JAYUS. We
JAYUS.
don't even wear our hair on the same side, you motherfuckers. It's like 1 a.m. I'm gonna let my little sister cut my hair while the rest of my siblings watch. Genuine only JAYUS hair, who wants to buy? It honestly feels really weird, but I like it, so. I think it's really weird to think about how when we were babies, people could just like pick us up without our consent and just take us anywhere they wanted. This is my brother Arrow. He has really no say in where we take him or what he does. Ah! I don't think he minds though. Ready? Ah! Say hi. Give it back, don't drop it.
Top 10 hottest singles from movies and TV.
뭐가 문제야 say something 분위기가 겁나 싸해 요새 이런 게 유행인가 왜들 그리 재미없어.
So there's three very specific types of people in this world. There's dominant people who like to roll their toilet paper over. If you do this, you more likely like to be in charge, you're organized, and you're an overachiever. Some studies have shown that people who roll their toilet paper over like this make more money. There's submissive people who roll their toilet paper under like this. If you do this, you tend to be more relaxed, dependable, and you seek relationships with strong foundations. Then there's switches. These people do not care which way their toilet paper goes. It does not affect them at all. They just want to minimize conflict. They enjoy flexibility and trying out new situations. Then there's the secret fourth type of person, the grown men who don't wipe their own asses in fear of it making them gay. We must hunt down these people and then shun them from society. I think some of my favorite videos are when people try to recreate psychology tricks, but they don't actually use psychology, and they all kind of go like, psychology tricks, kidnap someone's family and demand ransom, and then when they give you the money, never set them free. Complete mindfuck. Have you ever noticed or heard old people talk about how life just flies by? Well, it's true, and there's actual reasoning behind it. Each year feels shorter than the last because we're going through fewer newer experiences, and every year takes up a smaller fraction of your overall life. Think about it. When you're 1, that first year takes up 100% of your life. But by the time you're 2, 1 year takes up 50% of your life. And it just keeps chipping and chipping away until by the time you're 30, every year is 3% of your life. Combine that with the fact that inside every old person is a young person mentally, and it makes a lot of sense why a lot of 70 to 80-year-olds refer to the middle of their life as their early 20s rather than their 30s and 40s. All I'm saying is I do want to live a long time because, like, life's alright, but I don't want to get old because that's depressing as fuck. It is 6 a.m. I can't sleep and I have nothing better to do, so here are some stone cold facts about love. Psychologists say that we actually fall in love with someone who is similar to the parent that we have unresolved childhood issues with, unaware that we're just trying to fix that relationship with someone who isn't even a part of the situation. The opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. People who suffer from high palpitourism are incapable of feeling romantic love at all. If you're interested in hearing more about love, you should check out my new YouTube video, What is Love? It's pretty good, and it's new, so like, go do that. Did you know that the way you sleep can tell a lot about your personality? The fetal position. Many people, including myself, sleep this way because it offers a sense of safety. Those who favor curling up like a baby tend to be really sensitive but project a tough exterior. The log. Sleep specialists say that if this is your favorite way to sleep, you're probably really easygoing, social, and relatively trusting of others. The yearner. This is similar to log sleepers in the sense that you have a really open nature, but you're more cynical and not as gullible. The soldier. If you sleep on your back with your arms to your sides, you're more likely to wake up refreshed. You hold yourself to high standards, and when asked, you probably say that you sleep this way due to medical benefits. Except your snoring probably annoys people. The free faller. This is the worst position to sleep in, but if you prefer it, you're more likely bold and highly sociable, but you don't have the thickest skin when it comes to taking criticism. The starfish. You're known to be more selfless, even though everybody kind of thinks you're a bed hog. Psychology tricks to fuck with someone's mind that I may or may not use. You'll never know. People naturally like to mimic each other, and you can actually use this to your advantage. And if you ever want to see if somebody's checking you out in public, just fake a yawn, and whoever yawns is watching you. Unless they're a psychopath. If you're ever playing a game against somebody like basketball or beer pong and you want to throw them off just a little bit, ask them, hey, like you're doing really good, but do you breathe in or out when you shoot? Tell someone that they say a very simple word wrong. Even if they don't, they're going to be adamant saying, no, I don't say that wrong, and you got to stick to it. Be like, no, you say it a little funny. It's going to slowly drive them insane, and all day they're going to be like, shampoo, 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 shampoo. Since for the first time in a long time, I got a normal amount of sleep, go me, I thought I'd do another round of sleep facts. It is impossible to sneeze while sleeping. Scientists have tried. You can't. Each child a mother has in her household increases her risk of inefficient sleep by 46%. I feel really bad for my stepmom because she legit has 9 kids. It's actually very common for deaf people to sign in their sleep. I know how to sign a few things in sign language, like a few common words, but my favorite would have to be eat a Guys, I just hit 6 million followers. Guys, there's nobody fucking here to tell. Cows! Cows! I just hit 6 million followers! She seems pretty happy for me. Seeing somebody that you're in love with their hair wet should make you more attracted to them. Convincing yourself that you slept well, even if you didn't, will actually trick your brain into thinking you did, and you'll feel better throughout your day. But the opposite is also true. If you go all day like, oh, I'm so tired, like, I didn't sleep that good, you're gonna feel horrible. Falling in love has the same neurological effect on the brain as getting high on cocaine.
I won't be lonesome. I've got all the friends I need right here. This is Penny. And Chip. And say hello to Used Napkin.
There's 7.7 billion people in this world, and if 99% of them don't find you attractive, that leaves 1% that does, and that is 77 million people that want to get in your pants. So stop letting that one person get you down and go and find the rest. If you have a daily routine, your dog can actually tell what time you're coming home based on how much of your scent is left lingering around the house. Dogs don't feel guilt. If they tear up your couch or get into the garbage, they're not sorry that they did it, they're just sorry they got caught. While dogs can understand up to 150 words and phrases, they're mostly going off just the sound of your voice. If you ever saw the TikTok video of that one guy talking to his dog and he's like, I fucking love you, and the dog's getting all sad, and then he goes to the dog and he's like, I'm gonna fucking murder you, and the dog's all happy, that proves it. You guys better know this by now because I've made 3 other videos talking about it, but your birth order actually has a huge effect on your personality and just who you are as a person. Middle children, you didn't think I'd forget about you, did you? No, I'm not like everybody else. You guys tend to feel undervalued and overlooked, and because of this, you are way more creative than anybody else in your family just because you had to entertain yourself. And for a while, your parents probably put you in the same activities or sports as your older siblings, even if you didn't enjoy those things. And because of that, middle children have reported that it's a lot harder to find their own identity and be their own person. And then your younger sibling came along and suddenly you weren't the baby anymore and you're not getting things your way. But because of this, you became a great negotiator and you're probably the peacemaker of the family.
Hey. Hi. What are you up to? Nothing much. What about you? Cool. Who do you like? You. Cool. I like you too. Do you want to go out? Okay. I love you. I love you too. Together forever.
Psychology tricks to fuck with someone's mind that I may or may not use. You'll never know. When you meet somebody for the first time, be like, oh my god, I had a dream about you, and then go into a weird amount of detail. If you're ever driving with some passengers in a really, really depressing voice, be like, do you ever get sad? And then slowly start to veer off the road. Change up the normal autopilot conversations we have. Hi, how you doing? Good. Really? You'll be amazed about how quickly this just kind of stops somebody in their tracks, and sometimes you'll even get somebody that'll actually tell you how they're doing, and it's pretty refreshing. So I'm kind of getting close to 300,000 on YouTube, so if you haven't checked me out already, go do that. And it'd kind of be cool to get to 420,000 for April 2020. Please, for my birthday. Next time somebody tries to steal my fucking wallet, I'm ready. I'm prepared. I got some protection. They're gonna be like, bitch, give me your money. And I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is the best day of my life. Yes, dude, please take my wallet. I should warn you though that it is possessed by an actual demon that will torment your life. So good luck with that. People with schizophrenia often can't distinguish between a male and a female based on their voice alone. Some people have foot fetishes, and this is because the pleasure part of your brain is so close to the part of your brain that controls your feet. This is also why your toes curl. You can't be born blind and schizophrenic. So I found a really long stick in my parents' garage. This thing is actually huge. Oh shit. I'm gonna go annoy my siblings with it. I know that the really little ones are going to be excited when they see it though, so I kind of got to hide it to make it to the older siblings to actually annoy them. I don't know how I'm supposed to hide a 9-foot stick from a bunch of children, but I'm going to try. Perfect. I don't know how I'm going to get it out. Okay, we're gonna go.
That's 11. Bill, why are you doing that?
So I've lost the element of surprise.
Hey!
You're so weird. Weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. There are small traces of gold in your toenails. We mostly breathe out of one nostril at a time, and the dominant nostril switches every hour or so. Men, you can't flex your dicks without squeezing your butthole. Follow my Twitter, you motherfuckers, I'm funny. Whenever you walk through a doorway, your brain basically takes that as a cue to completely refresh your memory, which is why you forget shit when you walk into a new room. If you announce your goals to others, you suddenly become way less likely to actually complete them. For some reason, we just lose motivation. If you're ever standing on a high ledge and you think about jumping, this doesn't mean that you're suicidal. It's just your brain saying like, hey, you could get really hurt, just be a little extra careful. Same thing like if you're holding a baby and you're like, I could just drop this thing right now. Doesn't mean you're a monster. Your brain's just like, hey, this baby's delicate. Don't drop him. It's completely normal. Really weird human body facts that you probably already knew. If your hand is bigger than your face, then I'm really sorry to tell you this, but you have cancer. The average adult human being is made up of about 7 billion atoms, and I only know because I counted. If you ever do something really embarrassing, like trip in front of a bunch of people or audibly fart in front of all your friends, just close your eyes. They can't see you. I'm posting a new YouTube video later this week, so go ahead and check it out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night. So, for my fellow sleep-deprived people out there, here's some facts. Humans are the only mammals that can delay sleep. Like dogs, cows, even sheep have to go to bed when their body tells them to, but humans can say, no, I want to finish this last episode of Stranger Things. Research shows that we tend to sleep a lot worse when there's a full moon, and nobody knows why. Not sleeping for 16 hours can make you behave as if your blood alcohol level is 0.05, and the longest somebody has ever gone without sleeping was 11 days.